today with us on Stool Talk, we have with us a special guest. Here on Stool Talk, we walk on our purpose on purpose, and today's guest is definitely doing that. Great student athlete, not just an athlete on the field, but in the classroom. Great character, great teammate, hard working. Today we have with us the one, the only Miss Audri Scott. How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. So how did this journey start for you? Was soccer your first sport or was there other sports that you played?
I started with football when I was in like elementary school in first grade. I wanted to play football because all my siblings played. So that was like the first sport that I really got into, and I played that all the way up until eighth grade.
Okay. So that helped you get develop with the physical play of football when you went to soccer. Now you used to the physicalness, so you're not scared or you're not timid when it's time to get the ball or go head on and different things like that. What do you most love about soccer?
Um, I don't know. Soccer is hard because it's like hmm, maybe the physicality of it.
Yeah. Is it for one who might want to join the sport or might want to do it one day, is it hard to learn it? Is it different things or is it easy to be able to play? How is that part of it?
It's definitely something that you have to be prepared for, especially with all of the running that you're doing and the mentality of it.
Yeah.
Because I'm only on my second year playing soccer, so I started and I just thought it was going to be really easy, but it's not. You have to be really mental about it, and you have to have a good mentality. Because if you don't, then you're gonna not want to do it.
Yeah. So I said, what keeps you focused so you mentally ready and mentally prepared for soccer so you can be able to continue to compete and excel in the sport?
Having good teammates is definitely a part of it. Um, Having friends on the team so that you're not just doing it by yourself. Um, Maybe just I don't know. It's really all mental. If you have a good, strong mental, then you're gonna go out there and you're gonna show out and you're gonna shine and play how you are used to, like playing with your heart.
Yeah. What keeps you balanced between sports, between still being a teenager with homework, with schoolwork, with family? How do you balance that?
It's really hard. Um, I try and keep on like a really tight schedule. Like a lot of times, because I play so many different sports, I try and go to as many of those practices as I can. Like last month, it was basketball, so I had to stay there, but I was also doing stuff for track practice, and I was going to everything that I could for that too. But being with family and friends also, it really works out because I can just be with my family after practice, or I can be with my friends on weekends.
Yeah.
And with schoolwork, I keep on a schedule during school's like year so that I'm like I'll come home from practice, go eat, take a shower, and then I do my homework and then I go to sleep.
Yeah. And that brings me to my next question that you have said. You're a multi-purpose athlete. What sport do you love the best, or do you love all of them equal?
Track definitely has my heart. I love pole vault. I love it. It's so fun. I'd
Yeah.
recommend it to anybody. If anybody wants to do pole vault, I really recommend. It's so fun.
Is that the only event you do?
Yeah, most of the time, yeah. But they're trying to get me to do different events this year and be more of like a runner and like a high jumper. But I'm more of a field event person, so pole vault definitely is what I do most of the time.
Yeah, and those points are crucial, when it comes to winning leagues, winning the states and all like that, getting them points at that. What position do you play in basketball?
I'm like all around person.
Okay.
Last year I was playing as point guard, but this year I got moved up, so I have to play as like a two or a three.
Yeah. Do you what does the name Coach Crumby mean to you? Do you know Brad Crumby? Don't he help out there at Whitmer?
Oh, Coach Brad?
Yeah. Oh, y'all call him Coach Brad.
Yeah,
My fault, Coach Brad. What does
yeah.
that? What does he mean to you, and what has he helped you guys with thus far?
He is a great coach, like truly amazing coach. He's so good with like mental everything and just like talking us through different plays and everything that we need to like break stuff down. And when it comes to like my ball handling and stuff,
Yeah.
he like really has helped me work on that because he's just a great coach.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. That and I love that because I know his heart and I know the love that he has and the experience and the knowledge and wisdom that he's able to give to you guys. What type of leader would you say that you are? Do you lead with your play or do you lead vocal?
I think I'm definitely more of a vocal person when it comes to being like a leader.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you feel like your strengths is in track, soccer, and basketball? What's your strengths in all those sports?
I definitely think my physicality, my mental is very much a part of it. And just being able to make friends and connect with people and have bonds with my teammates so that when we're on the field or like on the track and everything, we're good and we're close so that if something was to go wrong or anything, we'd still have that tight bond so that we're all, cool.
Yeah. What would you say to a teammate that might be struggling, having a bad practice or a bad game, and their head is down and they're around you? What would you say to that person?
I would just tell them to pick it up because everything's going to be okay. Everybody has a bad game. It doesn't matter if you're having a bad day today, tomorrow's always a new day. Just pick it up and you got it.
Yeah. What athletes inspire you and motivate you? And what sport do they play?
Katie Najat, well, Katie Moon, she's a pole vaulter. She really inspires me. She's from Ohio
Yeah.
and she's a great vaulter. She's actually going to the Olympics again this year.
Wow.
Yeah. She's really a great vaulter and I really look up to her and I got to meet her not too long ago and I was asking her about all of this different stuff, like about the jumps and everything. And she's honestly like a very big part of why my vaults are like getting better and everything.
Wow. Is it dangerous to pole vault if you don't know what you're doing?
Probably, yeah, because if something goes wrong, it's definitely gonna hurt.
Yeah. And that's good that you had the awareness, the even the access to ask questions. A lot of times people don't ask questions, but you are able to ask questions and get that type of tips, knowledge, and wisdom that you needed. So now you can take that and use it, into what you got going on. We interviewed Zuri Garrett as well, who's on y'all track team as well. And she spoke highly of the track team and what you guys are trying to do and the goals and the closeness of you, and that's amazing too. What does family mean to you and how has your family helped you until this point that you're at now?
Family is truly my everything. I can say that with my whole heart. My family, they do everything for me. Um, Everything that I have now is because of my parents or my grandparents, my aunts, my uncles, everything. We're very, very close. Like my brothers come over every single day, even though none of them live here anymore.
Yeah.
They come over every day. They are always supporting me at all of my games, all of my everything, track meets, all of my siblings always there. Soccer games, I just started last year. So my sister, she used to play soccer. She was at like a lot of my games. All of my parents, my not all of my parents, but my parents and everything, they come to every single game. They try not to miss anything, even if, sometimes if they can't make it, it doesn't matter because I know that they're still going to be there and they're going to ask me about everything. They're going to ask me how my game was, how my meet was, how everything was. That's just how my family is.
Yeah. And how do you get yourself motivated and get yourself in tune, whether it's before a meet, before a soccer match, before a basketball game? What are you doing to motivate yourself and get yourself ready for that game?
I'm definitely listening to music
Okay.
and preparing myself like mentally.
What is the
Um,
tunes? What is the tunes? Is it mellow? Is it rowdy? Is it hype? What is the tunes like?
it just depends on my game day mood. Sometimes it'll be loud. Sometimes it'll be some Boosie. A lot of times it's just some Taylor Swift.
Okay.
But
What
yeah,
What are your goals for this upcoming season, individually and team wise?
My goals for every sport is different for my goals. Soccer, I just want us to have a good season because we lost a lot of seniors. So I
Oh,
just want us to really have a good season this year because our seniors really helped us last year. So this year we're not going to have any of them because there was 11 of them last year. So we're
yeah.
going to
So
lose
you
all of them.
so you're gonna have to step up and be one of those players that they need. And your leadership ability is really about to go up to the next level because of the lack of the seniors that's leaving. What about as far as for track and what about for basketball?
Basketball, I just want to be a good teammate and help my teammates out because I know that I'm not always the best on the court, but I know that I want to be there for my teammates if they need me. I want to get my shots better and my focus on the court and my IQ better.
Yeah, that's
For
good.
track, I'm really looking at breaking the school record. Like I really want to break it this year for vault. The record's 12-3. I want to at least get 12-6 this year, and I'm really working on it.
Okay, what's your highest you got so far?
10-6.
10-6. Yeah, you're gonna get that because I can just tell the excitement, enthusiasm inside you just hearing you say, I'm gonna get that record. So that means you're gonna really put that work in and be able to get that. What is Audri getting after a big match, a big track meet, or at the end of a basketball game? What's your go-to meal or where you trying to go get something to eat at?
Mostly I'm always trying to get some Chipotle. But
Chipotle.
like my parents cook all the time, so a lot of time it's just some fried chicken.
Yeah. Do you have, being that you playing these multiple sports, do your diet vary depending on the sport, or do you keep it like consistent year round?
I think I keep it consistent year round. I eat a lot, so I'm always snacking on something. So I
Yeah.
think I'm really consistent on what I eat.
Yeah. What is your future goals as far as when you look ahead, even though you got 2 more years for as far as for school, what do you want to go to school and do you want to play one sport, multiple sports in college? What are you thinking about that, or are you just gonna assess the situation when you get to your senior year?
School wise, I definitely want to go to college for track.
Okay.
That's really what I want because I want to try when I'm older. Maybe it's gonna sound really like a far outreach, but I really want to be an Olympian in my, when I'm older
Yeah.
because vault really like holds a really like close place in my heart because that's the first sport I did that none of my siblings did, and I really love it.
Yeah, that I don't think that's a far reach. If you saying it and you got the faith and you putting in the work, I feel like that's something you can go on for just by interviewing multiple different people in the sports, seeing that they're going after it, and then just looking on the thing, seeing, okay, you breaking these records. So now you see your time, you see the times of the people that's going to the Junior Olympics, that's going to the regular Olympics. So you putting yourself on task, but it's going to be up to you to continue to put the work in and to believe in yourself. What does faith look like for you, and how has that helped you thus far?
Um, Faith,
Yeah.
like
Do you got faith in yourself? Do you got faith in God that He'll help you? Like just whatever. Do you believe in yourself? Like how does that look as far as for you? Because you playing multiple sports. And like I said, when we talk about sports, you're lighting up. So I can tell that you're really into it.
faith. I definitely have a lot of faith in myself. I believe God has faith in me to get me to where I need to be because there have been times where I've been close to getting hurt, but God, like really, He's held on to me and showed me that this is what I'm meant to do with my life. So I think that I got it. Like
Yeah, that was an excellent answer. You act like you ain't know. That was excellent. That was excellent. What would it look like for players who might have got injured or might be coming off an injury to get back in the game and to have that mental focus like you got? What would you say to that young athlete?
just do your best and do everything that you can just to get back to doing what you love. Don't let don't let others like get in your way of doing what you need to do to better yourself.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. That's good. Whatever comes on your heart, can you speak something positive to the youth that may be watching?
Um Just be yourself always. Have a good mentality. Love the sport that you're playing, and don't let others try and get in your way. Don't let somebody else go and say that you're not good at something, because if you know that you're good, then you got it always.
Yeah, that's good too. What does Whitmer have to offer academically and athletic for the up and coming middle school kids that might want to come there, or people that might move into the district or want to transfer there? What would they have to offer academically and athletically?
We have a lot of great teachers, a lot of great different programs. Like our CTC programs are really great for a lot of things that you want to do in life. Teachers, all of the teachers are very great, very nice. Athletic wise, coaches are great. All coaches at the school, very nice. And they're gonna try and get you to where you want to go. They're trying to get you for your best and make you better than what you came here for, you know?
We thank you for coming on here. We're spotlighting you for being a multi-sport athlete. Like I said, you're excelling in the classroom and on the field and on the court and on the track. You're mentally focused. You're mentally tough. Sky is the limit. We believe in and we, going to support you and root you on. You're going to get to all your goals. You're going to get that school record. Y'all going to get that state championship, league championship. You're going to be that leader that you need to be on the field. You doing what a lot of people can't do, and it's not easy. So we supporting you. We're spotlighting you that for playing multiple sports, because a lot of people can't even play one sport and it's tough on them. You're playing three, at a high level. Like, so that's everything. So we thank you for this time and we appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having me on. I
Yeah,
really, I really
no
appreciate the
problem.
opportunity that you gave me today.
Oh yeah, no problem. It's gonna be more to come. We're gonna be getting your progress and before the season, checking in, seeing where you at, and supporting you and sharing. So I thank you.
Look, walking in my purpose on purpose, it ain't